Hello to everyone out there in the Boom Beach universe. We are back with another Damo Boom Beach video, and today, as you can probably tell, we're going to be talking about warships. More specifically, we're going to be talking about how to get to the diamond tier. Now, in this season, season 5, it's a shorter season. I think it's like 20 odd days, and it is very achievable for everybody, no matter what your level, to get to the diamond tier. Now, the strategy I've been using is the art and but strategy. So essentially what you do is you max your artillery, your barrage, and then at 3 engine rooms, you can take down all 3. Oh, and you also have to max your gunboat energy. But what you can do is you can take out all 3 engine rooms in like 5 to 7 seconds, give or take, which essentially means you can fly up the ranks. So what I did earlier today, so basically I've been trying to make this video for a while, about a week, maybe a week and a half, and I was worried that I wouldn't be able to, I was worried that it wasn't still a feasible option. So what I did today on one of my other accounts is I went from, I think we were hovering around 14 or 15, and we went all the way up to the diamond tier very easily in the space of maybe an hour, maybe 45 minutes. It wasn't very long at all. So what we're going to be doing in this video is we're going to be showing off some 2 engine room gameplay, sharing some tips and tricks and whatnot. Then I think we should be pretty close to be able to upgrade to the 3rd engine room and upgrade what we need to upgrade. So then we'll do that if we have time. So essentially, let's just jump into a battle. So essentially what you are going to do at 2 engine rooms is, let's see, let's get all riflemen going. You're just going to be collecting your chests. Now, you don't need to worry about wins too much. As long as you're hovering around, 13, 14, you should be fine. So what I like to do on these ones is do a split drop, sort of. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop 5. We're going to barrage that. I'm going to stick 2 barrages down the back. And then once these 2 machine guns are taken out, we're going to delay drop the riflemen. Now the idea, hopefully, is to get these riflemen to just veer off and go down towards the engine room. Now the reason why you don't want to use Zookas on this is because that the Zookas just walk way too slow. No, they are powerful, but they're just very slow. So I just like to stick to riflemen. There's a few occasions when Zookas are a good option, but for the most part I just stick to riflemen and it does the job. Now we're not really too worried about winning or losing right now. A win is obviously great, but we just want to get those engine rooms so we can collect those chests, because that's all we really need to do. So let's see what we did on this. So we lost by 2 seconds, not the biggest deal. I've had a good success rate. We win a few, we lose one, win a few, lose them. So in terms of the tech tree at 2 engine rooms, this is what I've done. Now we did the gunboat to max, we did the landing craft to max. So the gunboat you obviously want to max because you want all the gunboat energy possible. The landing craft, you want as many troops as possible. Barrage, you want to max. Now at 2 engine rooms, you can get away with having it at level 4, which I think does 10,000 something health. But you're going to have to max it at some point, so I like to do it early. I went for max riflemen just because I think they're the best troops to use at 2 engine rooms. I put 1 level into Zookas. You can maybe do 1 more if you wanted to, but for the most part, you're just going to be using riflemen, so it doesn't really matter. We did the troop damage just to help the riflemen get a little bit of damage, and also it helps them take down the buildings a bit quicker. Now in terms of defenses, I went mortar and machine gun because they have the most health. So that's almost 12,000, that's 9,500. Now base layouts, you don't need to have many defenses out. Essentially what I've got is 6 defenses. The reason why I went for mortar is because if they have a level 4 barrage, they can't take out a mortar with 1 shot. So that's why I maxed those. And the reason why we have 6 defenses out is because if there's a 7th one, then by the time they take all of them, they can barrage both engine rooms, if that makes sense. So you put out 6, you weave them down this way, and it sort of gives you a bit of time to play with. So for the most part, everybody from, I would say, level 12, 13 up until 16, 17 is probably going to have a base similar to this. They might have like a mortar out a little bit here or whatever, but for the most part, this is the the base layouts that you're going to be seeing. So let's get into another battle. So as you can see, he's only got 4. So what we're going to do, let's drop 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's barrage that. We'll throw a barrage down here. And then once that machine gun goes, okay, we can actually drop these riflemen now. Now the riflemen should just all veer down towards their engine room. Now the one thing you need to worry about with the engine rooms is you don't want to put them too close. So I had a base, maybe it was last week or something, that had the engine rooms so close together that 3 barrages was enough to take them down, and you don't want to do that. So, you know, make sure there's a bit of space in there between them so that they can't get that extra value out of the barrage. So as you can see, we got a 3-minute 27 attack. Let's see if we can pop over and see what he's doing to us. So yeah, he's trying to split drop, but because that mortar's there, it's dragging all these troops in. And you're also going to notice that these Zookas, they're too slow. So by the time the riflemen are stopped and shooting at the machine guns or the defenses, the Zookas are barely getting set. So they're not even really doing that much. And all these Zookas at the back are just lost. So, you know, it is what it is, I guess. But, yeah, so we're going to take the victory on this one. He's going to have a pretty long time, actually. And the base did exactly what I wanted it to do. It dragged them all the way down the right-hand side. He had to take out all of the defenses before he can get around to take out the engine rooms. So yeah, we smashed him on that one, actually. It was like 23 odd seconds, I think. Right, so what can we do? We can claim that. Now, your next question may be, when do we upgrade to the 3rd engine room? And I worked it out, and the best time to do it... Oh, this is an interesting base. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to drop everybody here. Let's take out that. We'll throw down 2 there. Alright, so now the best time to upgrade, is essentially when you have enough tokens and keys to upgrade your artillery to max and your gunboat energy to max. Now, I'm going to put some figures up on the screen now. Essentially what you need before you can go to 3 engine rooms is 169 keys, and I think it's about 2.9 million tokens. Now I'm going to put this on the screen as well, so it's like, yeah, 169 keys. I know that's 100%, and it might be like 2.91 million tokens, and that allows you to open up everything you need to open up to get to the gunboat energy and the artillery, and also enough to max them out. So grab another chest here. So as you can see, we are just shy of the 3 million, so we need a couple more victories. Now, you know, 3 million might seem a little bit daunting, and it is and it isn't, but when you really break it down, it's only 10 iron chests. Now, you can get those from the ranking system or from your daily chest, so it's not going to take you very long to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, let's see if we can... Now, we might get dragged over a little bit. I'm not too sure, so hopefully once this mortar goes down we can drop these riflemen and hope that they head down this way, get 2 artilleries or 2 barrages going on the engine room. Now he's got his engine room quite high, so I think that my riflemen should be drawn to hit. Yes, it is. So it looks like we're going to be able to get the victory on this. Now you'll be able to get a feel for it once you play around more with it, the time that you need to get. So I think anything over 322 is a pretty good time for me on this. So I know that once I get to, if I'm anything, you know, under 322 or over 322, then I know I'm in good shape. See, now you see he had to go all the way into the corner to take out all the defenses. So I guess he barraged and it was just a waste because he had to drag them all down, and he's going to have a crazy long time. So don't do what this guy did. We might actually have a quick look at his replay to see exactly. So we can claim another chest. So like I said, it's super quick and it's super easy because you only need 60 token or 60 stars between the iron tier. So that's essentially, well, when you're on a win streak, that's pretty much just 4 wins of 60 stars. So we're going to show the replay off really quick. Yeah, we smash him on that one. So yeah, this is a common mistake. He's trying to barrage them down and he's just not going to have enough juice. He was close, very close, but not enough juice. So now he's going to have to go all the way down. And as you can see, he's got Rifleman and Zooka, so it's just going to be a very, very slow process. So don't do what this guy does. What I would do against my base, actually I'll show you, we can go back to my base now, I'll show you what I would do. So against my base, all you need to do is, or what I would do is, drop 4 Riflemen here, right in front of this mortar. Oh, we packed that one away. That was an accident. We're going to put that back. So yeah, you're gonna drop 4 riflemen in front of this mortar. You're going to barrage this, and then once the riflemen take up this mortar, then you're going to delay drop the riflemen over here. Then with the 2 extra barrages, you're going to take out their engine room. And in theory, if it works right, then they should all walk down towards this engine room. Now they might veer off a little bit, but for the most part, you should be able to get enough riflemen down there to take it out. So let's crack on into another battle. So all the battles at this level are all pretty similar. So I'm going to have to take a little bit of time. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, he's only got 5. Now this is a little bit of a good time to have Zookas out. And the reason why is because they're on the beach. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to take out that. We're going to go 1, 2. Now, you might be asking, is this still a legit strategy? And the answer is yes. So essentially what... Oh, see now, some of them are going to veer off towards that, which is a bit annoying, but for the most part, they're all going to go down this way. So I'm going to throw some screenshots up in a second, as soon as this end room goes down. Throw out some screenshots of my other accounts. So I have 7 accounts in total. Currently, I have 5 in Diamond tier, I have 1 in Golden, and this is my account in Iron. So this one in Iron is going to go up to Diamond probably tonight. I don't know if we'll do it all on camera or all on video, but it's a very, very easy strategy. So I'll throw up the screenshots now. We will let this scout for a second so we're not in a rush. So yeah, we've got 7 accounts total, 5 Diamond, 2, 1 Golden, and this one is Iron. So we're it's working pretty well for us. So we might just go back to, nah, you know what, we'll do this. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to barrage that. We're going to barrage down here. Okay, and then once these machine guns are close, you know what, actually we'll drop them now. And that should allow us enough time. Now you might come up against bases that aren't like this, that have all their defenses out. Also, he was pretty quick actually. They have all their defenses out, and that's great. So I think you need, if they have 7 defenses out, I think if you barrage 1 engine room, the energy from that and the 7 buildings is enough to take out the second engine room with barrages, if that makes sense. Hopefully we'll get to show it off a little bit. Oh, we drew on that one. I wonder what he did for ours. You don't get many draws at 2 engine rooms. I tell you what, though, on my stinking, one of my accounts is at level 22. So yeah, he didn't barrage the defense. He just did 2 barrages on the 2 barrages on 1 engine room and another barrage on the other engine room, and that was enough to get him the draw essentially. But yeah, on my level 22 account, I've got so many draws because at that level, everybody's so on top of their game that the only time you beat somebody is when they make a mistake, like as if their barrage misses or whatever. So we will go back to all rifles. We're going to drop 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's drop 5. We're going to get rid of that mortar there. We're going to get down here. We're going to go 1, 2. Maybe we can grab that mortar. Hopefully we can get enough damage on. Now let's drop these. And no, we didn't have enough for that mortar, unfortunately. So all of my rifles should, all the ones on the left, I was hoping they would all go down there, but they are not. There we go. So we should get an okay time. How quickly is he going to take us down? That is the question. Come on. See, that's a little bit of a slow time. 3 minutes 20. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough for us. Let's have a look. Another draw. Come on. This is annoying. Alright, so we can claim another chest. So as of right now, we are 1 chest away from being able to upgrade to the next engine room. So those 2 draws really didn't do us very well. So this is a little bit difficult because he's got these things sticking out. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's drop 5. We're going to get rid of that mortar. Going to throw down here, get that going. Now, let's see if we can... Let's drop these riflemen now. Now I gotta really, I think that mortar over there should be far enough away to where the riflemen, they are gonna go towards it, come on. But we should get enough going towards, yeah, so we're gonna get enough going towards the end room to where we should get the victory. But like I said, we try and aim for like 322. 325 is a pretty sweet spot. 324 is fine as well. But you'll sort of get an idea of what is your... Yeah, so we beat him. So he... Yeah, so he's got Rifleman and Zuka. That's why it's taken him a bit longer. So we beat him by like 15 seconds or something, which is good. 12 seconds. Alright, so we're on a 5-win streak. Oh, now we're getting a bit... It's getting a bit expensive. Now, that's another thing I can mention. At 2 engine rooms, obviously it's going to cost you troops. So... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to get rid of this one. We're going to get rid of that machine gun. And once that first machine gun goes down at the front, and they start walking towards that second machine gun, then we might drop our riflemen. Let's drop them now. Let's get 2 barrages going. But yeah, so at 2 engine rooms, you obviously need troops. But once you get to 3 engine rooms, it's all gunboat energy. So if you don't have endless reserves, what I would say is just, you know, try and save up so that you get these tokens and keys and whatnot. And then once you get to 3 engine rooms, you don't have to worry about endless reserves at all. So yeah, like I said, I've got 7 accounts. They're all going to go to... what am I saying? They're all going to go to Diamond Tier, which is pretty awesome, with no endless reserves, which is pretty good. So, we are 1 win away from another chest. Let's see what it has. I want one of these front-loaded bases. That would be pretty good. Oh, see, this one, he's got a lot of defenses. Now, I think what we're just going to do is we're just going to drop everybody out. And... now, I can't quite remember because it's been a while, but I think I need 7 bases to go down. That was pretty quick. But yeah, this is what you can do against bases that have a lot of defenses out. You know, you take out X amount of buildings. I can't remember what it is. I can't be bothered doing the math. But then you can barrage both engine rooms. So we should be able to do that in just a second. And it's going to be a pretty quick time as well. Come on. There we go. So 325. So I don't know if we're going to get the victory. I hope we do. I hope we do. Let's get all the way out here. Come on. Do we beat Dr. Jack? We did by a second. Look at that. So we're going to get that chest, which is beautiful. So now that is going to put us over the amount that we need to unlock the 3rd engine room. So we're actually going to do that right now. Normally I'd say you can probably grind it out until you get to, you know, golden 1 or golden 16, I should say. Golden 16 or golden 17, but it doesn't really matter. So what we're going to do is go to here. So yeah, this is what I would say you should upgrade for 2 engine rooms. Take your gunboat, your landing craft, your barrage. Now the barrage up to the max level is like 1.2 million, so it's pretty expensive. You want your machine gun and your mortar because they got the most health. You got your riflemen because they, I think, bang for your buck. They're much better. Troop damage, and that's optional. I just boosted it because I wanted the riflemen to take down the buildings quicker because it means I can take down the engine rooms quicker. You don't need to worry about this. You can if you want, but you don't really need to. So now we are going to open up the 3rd engine room. And let's go over here. So yeah, like I said, 169 keys, and that allows you to open up these. There, and there. Now we're going to max the artillery. Artillery is max. Now we're going to go gunboat to max. Or gunboat energy to max. There we go. So as you can see, we've got tokens left over and keys left over. Now you don't really need to unlock anything else at 3 engine rooms if you don't want to. Now because there's 11 days left in the season, I'm obviously going to be collecting my chests and whatnot. And what you can do is if you want to, you can sort of plan for the future. So if at some point you want to go up to the 4th engine room, you can start, you know, upgrading things that you might need then. So you can like open up defenses, smokes if you want smokes. Apparently seekers are pretty insane. So on one of my accounts, I think I max Seekers. On another account, I max the rocket choppers. I haven't unlocked bombardiers on any of my accounts. So you can just sort of play around, check out what the meta's doing, and make a decision that way. But yeah, right now you are set and you're going to get to diamond tier with this strategy. Now, you can sort of play around with the layout of the engine rooms. And honestly, you don't need defenses. So you know, we're going to pack up the defenses, collect, because it doesn't matter. Because you're going to beat most bases. If you do things the right way, and you hit your barrage right on the money, then it's not going to matter what defenses you have out. Now you can sort of, there's not really a, I don't know how to say it. There's not really a perfect 3 engine room layout. What I like to do is just do ones that are annoying for me. So you'll sort of get an idea of what's an annoying layout. But I think this is fine. And like I said, you don't need defenses. You can put them out for fun, but you don't need them. So we're going to test out this strategy now. Don't need troops, doesn't really matter. Now I'm playing on my phone now, so I've got a Samsung, I think it's an 8 Plus. So the screen's a decent size, but I would say if you have a tablet, definitely play on that because it's much easier to hit your mark. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to barrage 2 of the engine rooms, and then throw an artillery to finish them off, and then 4 artillery on the other engine room. So as you can see, he took our base down pretty quickly. Now, we're going to zoom in nice and close, select our barrage, we're going to go drop, drop, artillery, artillery, 4 artilleries. Now this should get us pretty quickly, so it took us 6 seconds. Normally you can get, the quickest you can get is 5 seconds. So if you ever hit 355, then you're not going to lose, but 354 is pretty decent. See, like I said, we beat him by 9 seconds, that's pretty awesome. And that's essentially what it's going to be all the way up until diamond tier. Now, I will be honest, it gets a bit grindy at, where was it today? I think it was around 19 and 20. It got a bit grindy. You know, I got like a lot of draws or losses by like a second. But the most important thing is that you've just got to hit your mark. Because if you hit your mark, then you're getting the most damage on the engine room, and that's the most important thing. Because what am I saying? Yeah. So if you're slightly off, you'll need an extra artillery, which is an extra 2 seconds, something to deploy. So a 5 or 6 second attack turns into like 9 or 10 seconds, and in that time, a really good player at 3 engine rooms will have you taken down. So got to really focus on that. But like I said, if you have a tablet, I really advise using that instead of a phone. But if you're accurate with your barrage, then you should be fine. So we're going to go 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4. Now I think he took a decent amount of time. So yeah, another 6 second attack, and that's, some people might say it's like a bit cheap or a bit boring or a bit kind of cheating, and I don't know, I don't have a huge amount of time to invest in warships. Obviously I've got 7 accounts, so I'm trying to get them all as high as possible because we want the rewards at the end of the season. But some people agree with the strategy, some people don't, but it works. You know, like, you can't really argue with it. Like, it's going to work, you're going to get to diamond tier, and it's going to set you up well for next season. So the good thing for me is that for the next 11 days, I mean, I'll probably finish my last account. How many accounts I got left? I got this account and 1 other account to get to diamond tier. So I should get both accounts there by the end of tomorrow, I want to say. So that means I've got, 10 days off before the end of the season, or before the season ends. So it's you're going to get a lot of win streaks. Your win percentage is going to be pretty insane. Let's see what we can do. So yeah, that's my other account. So 85% on this one, 85.2 on the other one, and that one is going to be pretty similar. Yeah, so I put defenses out. Now I was playing around with this. You can put, what I was doing is putting sniper towers around to make them miss. Well, not miss, but not be as accurate. I don't know if it works, but makes me feel a little bit better. So let's crack into another attack. As I said, we don't need to worry about troops because we're just gonna gumbo energy it all the way down. So now this guy sort of knows what he's doing. So he's got his engine room spread out. Now, I hate doing the double barrage on these two because I can't get in far enough. So what I like to do is, I zoom in as much as possible, and I'm actually going to use 2 fingers. So I'm going to use my index finger on my left hand and my index finger on my right hand. And we're going to press down on the left engine room with my index finger, and as soon as I lift it up, I'm going to tap the right engine room. So we're going to go open, and there, 2 barrages, 1, 2, 3, 4, artillery down there, and there we go. So that's a 6-second attack. Now, like I said, the tablet's going to be a lot easier, but if you want to get 355, pretty much what you have to do is you need to barrage the... so we're beating by 10 seconds still. Now, if you wanted to get 355, what you have to do is you need to barrage this one, throw the artilleries on, and then 4 artilleries on the faraway engine room, because the artilleries travel faster than the barrage. That's the only way that I've found to get 3 minutes 55, and you'll sort of play around with it more. These bases are easy to take down. Absolutely easy. So we're going to get nice and close. We're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's just sort of rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. So we got 354 on that one as well. We might actually have a quick peek and see what other players are doing. Oh yeah, so this might be a good, what am I saying? A good one to watch, because I think that's sort of what we've been talking about. See, already in diamond, already in golden. And yeah, we get some pretty cool rewards. Like I'm not really too concerned about the, the wood or whatever. Intel's definitely awesome, and the stones are pretty cool, especially on a lower level account. So this account here is a 51, and I don't really play it too often, to be honest, but the allure of the rewards was just too much for me. So what is it at golden tier? So yeah, 24 tickets, 200 diamonds, and 20 powder. Now I love the diamonds on the low level account. So I've got just to quickly break down my accounts, I got a 67, a 66, a 54, a 51, a 42, a 35, and a 33. Plus I have another one which is like level 21 or something, but I don't have warships on it. But they're great rewards. Like the powder especially is awesome. It's all just great actually. I can't really complain about any of it. But you see, for the most part, these people haven't figured out the meta, which is, well, it's not even a meta. It's just barrage artillery. 354. Oh, so he did it pretty quickly. We'll have to have a look. So yeah, 354 is a pretty solid time for the most part, I would say. 53. So there you go. You can't lose at 350. If you get 355, you can't lose. Now, I wonder if I should show anything else off. It's actually getting pretty late. It's almost 1:45 in the morning. I'm actually recording this in my car. I just finished work. Like I said, I've been trying to record this video for a while, so it's good to finally get it out. Now, on this one, I would probably go this way. So you want to zoom in nice and close, and you want to start with the faraway engine room, because it's going to take longer to take down. And it should be... There we go, 354. Now maybe we'll be able to sneak over and have a look and see what he's doing to us. Oh, he got us down pretty quickly too. But yeah, you'll notice it start to change a little bit. The way people are playing. Let's see, what is he going to do? I see he's going to land troops. So he's going to barrage the back ones and artillery, it looks like, and take out the first one. So yeah, you'll see as you rank up from 15 to 16 to 17 how people play, and then once you get up to I'd say like 19, 20, then it just gets like super grindy. You've just got to be super accurate, and you can't really afford to lose. You can draw as many times as you want. Like I think I've had a 5 win streak that contained like 8 draws or something. So a draw's fine, but getting a loss resets the win streak, and then you just need to get more stars. Or more victories to get more stars. It's just annoying. So let's get nice and close again. Gonna go one there, go artillery, and artillery's down there. So it should be 354 again. Now what you can do is when you get up to, I don't know, golden tier 20 or whatever, 19, you'll start to notice that the attacks get really, they're over super quick. So it's like, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds. It's not much at all. So what you can do is you can wait until they start the attack and you can sort of count down with them. So he started at 54. So he took about 7 seconds. So that can sort of change your strategy as well. So because we have like 6 or 7 seconds to play with, we can take our time, get accurate, and it's okay if we mess up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we should be able to get this done. 54. So I think we beat him on that one. That might actually be my last attack on this video, I think. Let's see what we did. 52. There you go. So that's another little tip. So let me just go over my notes real quick to make sure I've got everything. So we talked about that. What else? Yeah, like I said, base layout for 3 engine rooms doesn't really matter. Just don't put them together. That's all I say. Don't put them together. Don't put them all 3 at the back. Make it a little bit challenging for people. And then what are we going to talk about? So sort of just want to quickly go over the good and the bad points. Now, a lot of the things are good points. So, you know what, we'll start with the bad points. So the bad points are, then it can be a bit of a grind at like, you know, 19, 20, which I said. You're probably not going to get to Legendary. Like, I'd be very surprised if you got to Legendary. You won't get to Legendary using this strategy because I think most people are going to upgrade to 4 engine rooms around, you know, around 22. I don't think you're going to find many people with 3 engine rooms. And then, of course, if you go up against a 4 engine room, then you're going to be in some trouble. That's why I was saying that you should, you know, try and plan for the future. Like, if you think that you're going to be able to smash out your chests for the rest of the season, you know, look up the meta, see what people are using at high levels or 4 engine rooms. And then you might get to not golden tier, legendary tier. But for me, for the most part, I'm just going to hover around this diamond, try and get as high as I can by the end of the season without pushing too much, and just sort of set myself up a bit better for next season. So what else is on the... and then the last bad point, which is that it might not be as much fun. So a lot of people like really learning about the strategy and the troops and the meta and base layouts and stuff like that. And this sort of strategy isn't really like that. It's just sort of point and shoot and be done with it. You know, your battles are going to last, you know, 10 seconds max, maybe 15 seconds if you've made a mistake. So it's not going to be as fun as playing the other way. Now, the good points, you don't need instant training at 3 engine rooms because you're not using any troops. So if you don't have instant training, then it doesn't really matter. You don't have to worry about, you know, losing all your troops. It's pretty stress-free, you know, like, obviously it can be a bit annoying when you have like 4 draws in a row and you're not really climbing and it's taken a while, but it's pretty stress-free. You know it's going to work, it's going to pay off eventually. You just have to, you know, do things the right way, hit your barrages, upgrade the things the right way, and so on and so on. So you're going to get there eventually. It shouldn't take you too long, but you know, it could if you make some errors. So pretty stress-free. It can be very, very quick. You know, like I said, my the one I went on the account I was on today, I think I was around maybe 14 or 15. We got up to, you know, Diamond 21 I think it was within an hour. I can't be 100% sure, I can't remember, but it was pretty quick. It's going to set you up well for next season. So, you know, obviously the higher you get, the more tokens and keys you start with next season. You know, once you get to Diamond tier, you can sort of park for the rest of the season because you're going to get the rewards. So if you're not like a crazy Warshipper like, you know, I am, like I'm not huge on Warships, I prefer the main game. But if you want to come in, get the rewards and then, you know, take off, then this is the strategy for you. So that's the good points and the bad points. We've gone over everything that I think that I wanted to say. I can't really think of much else. Just want to say sorry if this has been a bit of a long video. It's like I said, it's pushing 1 o'clock in the morning. Just finished work, rambling a bit. It's cold outside. I think it's like, I don't even know. It's pretty cold out. It's pretty cold out. But yeah, so thank you very much for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it. Definitely let me know if you agree with the strategy. Let me know if it works for you. If you're gonna try it, let me know if it works for you. Just, yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know whatever's on your mind. We, you know, I love reading comments, love replying to comments. I love seeing all those likes and the views on the videos. So, you know, yeah, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you're not subscribed, all of that good stuff. Thank you very much for all the support once again. If you haven't seen my War Factory video yet, go and check that out. But yeah, we'll leave that here. So thanks very much once again. Take care and all that good stuff. And I'll talk to you all in the next video. The Damo is out of here.